And good afternoon, Taoiseach. Taoiseach, we know there's a number of referendums planned for a single day in November later this year, which I support. But I'd be grateful for your thoughts on whether we should have an additional 2 referendums on that day. The first one is in relation to the rising population in Ireland. It's rising rapidly, and there's a constitutional requirement currently for a TD for every 20 to 30,000 people. So in 20 years' time, if the projections are correct, we could have 200 TDs inside in the chamber, which is unsustainable. So I think November is an opportunity for us to get ahead of that trend. Secondly, we know there's a constitutional cap on 15 senior cabinet ministers, and this requirement has meant that some individual ministers have a wide variety of portfolios that are unrelated, and Minister Catherine Martin is a classic example of this. So should November also be an opportunity to increase slightly the number of cabinet ministers to improve governance in the country? I think in combination, both these proposals would drastically reduce costs to the taxpayer. So grateful for your thoughts, Minister.
Thanks, Deputy. A thoughtful question and 2 very valid suggestions in my view. Because the population is increasing, the Dáil is going to continue to increase in size, and at some point we'll have to put a limit on it. I don't think 180 is too big, by the way, but 250 certainly would be, probably 200 would be as well. And as government has expanded and does more and more, we probably are stretched in terms of ministers having to carry multiple briefs, which wouldn't have been the case in the same way in the past. But I think this kind of thing probably requires a cross-party discussion, as perhaps we should do that. I wouldn't rush into a referendum on any kind of political reform without knowing there is a decent level of consensus, but it's a good suggestion. I want to thank the Deputy for it.